Welcome to Real Hope, a monthly video series by the Mississippi Department of Mental Health to share more about specific services and supports that are available in our state to help our friends, family members, and neighbors who have a mental illness, substance use disorder, or intellectual or developmental disability. Each month in our Real Hope series, we will dive a little deeper into a specific service or support.
My name is April Daly. I am a peer support specialist at Positive Pathways Behavioral Health. I also work at Riverwood Sober Living House, doing peer support and recovery. I've been doing peer support for about a year. Been in recovery for about 2.5 years. So I've been doing peer support about a year. So working as a peer support, I just kind of get to meet people where they're at. Like it's me helping people walk through things that I've already been through, instead of just saying, "Hey, let me tell you how to do this." I can actually help walk people through it because I've been there. With recovery, it's kind of hard to tell somebody how to be in recovery if you've never been in recovery, because you know the ins and outs, you know the good and the bad, you know the bad things about recovery, you know the pits of hell that they've been in. So it's just easier to meet them where they're at to help them recover. For me, I think it's different from therapy because I've lived it. Not saying some therapists have not lived it, but as a peer support, it is lived experience that you're sharing. It's not because I went to a classroom. It's not because I went to a school. I learned it because I lived it. And I think that is the difference. So depression, anxiety, things like that. I'll always believe that they when they start young, well, as a parent, I dealt with the same things. There's things I've watched go through my family, mental health. And 20 years ago, mental health wasn't as a thing. Like, you didn't talk about it. So when I had kids 22 years ago, and there was depression and anxiety and things like this, I didn't know what that was called. You know what I mean? So I can just remember as a lot of my son's life, like he dealt with mental health. And at the same time dealing with me being an addiction. So, it was, looking back now, I can see it. But while we were in the middle of it, it was kind of hard to see. But I did lose my son April 25th, 2019. I think it forever changed my life. But I will say, for 3 years, I couldn't handle life. Like, I just wanted God to take me. That was it. Like, I thought that was really the only answer to behind losing a child. Like, that was it. But God saw, I don't know, he saw fit for something different, man. And that's when I got to get into recovery again. Because I've been doing this for 13 years. I don't have 13 years sober. But he saw fit for something different, man. And so I've tried to take that and just, instead of letting it take me out, I used it to try to help other people. But I think that's where it starts with the mental health in general. It's just people showing up, listening. Even just signing up, I'm not even just saying it has to be Positive Pathways, but every mental health place, or most of them, they don't only have therapists, but they have therapists. They have community support, which is people that work with you to help you find any resources in the community that you need. I mean, we got 988, you can call anytime. We've got hotlines out the wazoo that you can call. I mean, literally, we have the respite house you can go to now on the coast for 2 weeks. Like, if you feel like you're about to have a mental breakdown, there's so many resources out there that there's no reason for anybody to just suffer in silence right now. It's just not. I definitely say therapy first, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I think just being able to talk about it and just get close enough to somebody to actually start breaking those little walls down, to actually talk about things. I think there's so much power in that. And I say a therapist because it is a controlled environment. You know what I'm saying? And they are licensed and they are trained in your, crisis response, just different things that no one else is trained for. So I do think that is the best thing, is for anybody just to start seeing a therapist and talk to them. You know what I'm saying? And branch out from there. Like I said, because most places do have community support, peer support, things like that they will add to the therapy. But I do think there is so much power in just talking to a therapist and just getting it out. Because if it's out of us, it has no control over us.
By making more people aware of the resources available in Mississippi, we can ensure that more stories of resiliency and recovery are created each day.